in 1949, Mr. Ruabon Jones, the station master, and God bless him, he was a great guy. He came to me on the Wednesday and he said to me, "I'm sorry, John," he said, "your work here is going to finish. We don't need you here anymore because you're too young to do the hooking off and shunting with the coaches at Barrow Junction." So he said, "I should have given you this on the Saturday, 7 days notice of leaving." Anyway, but the inspector and I are trying to find a job for you, he said to me. "But I'll tell you on Saturday morning, the day I was supposed to finish." So he came up to me on a Saturday morning and said, "We found a job for you, John, provided you're willing to go," he said to me. "Yeah, I'm provided to, I will go," I said, "wherever I'm required to go." So he said, "Will you go as a relief porter to Blaenefus-Stiniog?" he said. Well, I jumped at the opportunity, didn't I? My wages was rising from £2 2 shillings to £4.19 and 6. I was stepping over the grade 2 porter to be a grade 1 porter. That meant that I was working in little stations on my own, such as Barmouth and Minesborough Road, doing all the booking of passengers and doing the essentials within these stations. I was there on my own, wasn't I? So it gave me a lot of confidence and experience in what I was doing. But they used to start at 5:10 here for the early mail, the Chester mail, 10 minutes past 5 in the morning. Down in Llangollen Goods Junction, it's 3:45 in the morning to get the 3:15 mail through, you see. The mail came through here about 5:25 in the morning, having started 3:15 from Chester, picked up 15 wagons at South Fork and Wrexham. That was its load. One mail van, one fish van, and 15 other wagons, and then right through to Barmouth. Having called at various stations to drop off the mail, the postman would come here and I would chat with you, sit in the box. The newspapers used to come in as well. The postman would have a cup of tea with you in the morning here if the mail was running a bit late. Yeah, and the following train was the Portmadog goods. 4 o'clock from Ruabon in the morning and up to Portmadog, a fast goods going through every morning, and that was very heavily loaded as well, following the mail. Now, during the summer working was interesting here. There was a huge amount of trains going through, the blocks were occupied most of the day. You take the London, for instance, the 213 Ruabon, it had 14 coaches on, with a diner. And the 1 o'clock, the Birmingham, running 13 minutes ahead of him. He had about 12 coaches on, running into to Barmouth, into Pwllheli. They were going into the Butlins. And there were also relief trains as well. And then they used to come back on the following Saturday, didn't they? At a return working. Yeah. They were always double-headed. Yeah. By 260 engines. The Manners, the 460 they were, weren't they as well? Yeah.
The washout in...
Oh, the washout, yeah. I think it was 1944, 45 it was. I was a kid in school at that time, and my father worked for the contractors in the village here, and I was going down with the contractor's son to fetch some lime to Roncastle. It was on a Friday morning, I think it was, and having not been in school, and we knew the mail train hadn't gone through Llanuwchlyn, and when we got to the golf course in Llangollen, by the golf course and Llangollen with the lorry, we could see the train in the cavity that had made in the track. The canal had washed the track away, and we could see this the mail, crashed into the big hole that was made by the washaway. So we did see it at just a few hours after it started. I was there.
Anybody killed, John?
Eh?
Anybody killed?
Yeah, the driver was killed. Yeah. I knew the fireman Jeff Joy and the guard Fred Evans. Fred worked a lot along here, but Jeff Joy didn't work much afterwards up here. No. Fred was. He walked back into Trevor, didn't he, and informed the signalman of the tragedy that happened there. And I was there on the Sunday as well when the Royal Engineers from Park Hall, or was it, no, Kimball Park, Kinmel Park, they were dragging the remains of the train out. 6315 was the engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6315. Yeah, and it was never repaired. I remember the boiler coming through and the wagons going back to Swindon from here. They came this way.
Yeah.